Well, I do apologise for the late start here tonight, but we are back. Unfortunately, it didn't come home last month, but this week, Monday, it is home. That is MRC, and with a new structure this season. The reason for the late start was just sorting out the YouTube channel. I'm just going to pop that link in the chat very shortly. But for those of you that have subscribed, you should have had the notification, and you can tune in live here from Hungary. As I said, season 4 now, round 1, and we do have a guest, and that is season 3 runner-up Jack Rockenin. If I'll just allow you to introduce yourself, Jack. Welcome, Jack, everybody.
Good evening, thank you very much. Yes, last season, very close runner-up. Chris just managed to take it off me, fair play to him. It was a great season, very, very tight the whole way through. And this season, I don't want to talk too soon, but it's looking like it could be along a similar wavelength. So I'm very, very, very excited for this.
Yeah, no, me too. We were just discussing, actually, as you said, it's obviously going to be fairly tight this season, and we were just saying how if you are a tier 1 or even tier 3 driver such as myself, you're going to be using tonight to potentially get any tips, because of course we're all starting off at the same location as this week's Formula 1 race in real life, in fact.
Well, that's another topic, isn't it? I'll tell you that.
It's going to be an interesting one, because, you know, I'm going to be looking at these guys and seeing where all the mistakes are. This, of course, being the first round of the new game that we're doing. So, and of course, we've all had a chance, or we should have by now, to actually get a feel for the game. You know, the bumps are pronunciated this year. Oh my God, the curbs. The traction control is a different beast entirely as well. So, I mean, how do you think they're going to get on overall, or is it because you're driving at this point in, well, tonight actually, in a bit, you're just going to keep an open mind about it?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to it, this is a very technical track in itself, whether it's this game, last game, so I think it's a good opener, it's a challenging opener, but it will give us a good grasp on maybe who's better at the windy section, for example, who's more brave for going for those dive bombs, who knows how to defend well, who can hold back, be patient, and, you know, as we saw Sunday in the real life race, you need to set up a couple of corners earlier for the overtake if you're going to commit, and concentrate on your own line as well as seeing how they react to what you're doing. So it's going to be a challenge, but it's certainly going to be an entertaining one at that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to get into it myself. But I'm just looking at the grid, and let's go through who we recognise real quickly, and then we'll get on to the newer guys. And as I say that, one of the newer guys is actually quickest at the moment, with just over 10 minutes to go. G-Star Snipes. It's not a bad little name. With a 1:15.9, only by 6 thousandths roughly from Shadow Cobra, which leads me back to my point. Sorry, I digress. It is, well, we've got Shadow Cobra, he's in the pits currently, but we know him from Season 3, as we do Grimo. We're just looking at him now, and I'm not sure he's on the lineup. He's coming in. Yeah, he's coming in. I always do this. I always catch them when they're coming in, right as they're coming in. I need to get better at that. Tomo222, we recognise him from last year. He's in the pits. Same with Single Track. Alex, we're on board with him now. He's on an outlap. We caught him at the back end of last year, I believe, but he didn't do too bad. I think he was in the Wednesday nights, and I think he reserved for a couple on the Monday as well. So remember him, Stu 344. What's he in now? He's in the Aston Martin. So he was in the Alfa Romeo last year. So we've got a yellow flag. Stu is he was in the Alfa last year, in the Aston this year, and that yellow flag's been out for quite a while. He's coming up to it now.
He's spun, unfortunately. Yeah, turn 1.
Who was that?
It won't have too much damage. Emiliano Aristic in the Alpine. Looks like
oh
he's
yeah,
right end plate there.
Yeah, I'm just seeing him now. Oh dear, yeah. So that's going to be a trip to the pits. Regardless of whether in this league we run reduced damage, that's still going to affect him. Oh, he's retired. And, oh wow, just gone where? Yes, we've got a Red Bull in the wall, and we've got Stoob. He's joined him, and straight up retirement. He got on the curb on the on the exit of 4, and wow,
that is not a nice place to crash.
No, because if you're one of the other guys and you haven't ghosted, you've got a little tricky part to navigate. I think they have retired now. Look, good for them. Let's spin this positively. The Stoob and Seb Mail, they have at least set lap times. So, you know, I know it's a bit of a lottery draw to say at this point, but they might not start at the back. Let's wait and see now. We're seeing Vans racing. A new entrant for Tier 2. Of course, everybody... he's really trying to get some space there. Of course, everybody has shuffled teams. We're not going to be doing individual liveries this year, which is a shame because I had an absolutely cracking one. We're all in teams. Which does deliver extra authenticity, I feel. So I'm here for it. Vans Racing looking quite fast down the straight. Nails turn 1 really well. I thought he was slowing down there for a second, but no. He's still looking quick. Going round turn 3, that's nice and smooth. No kick out from the end into 4. Nice and smooth on the exit. That's noticeably more bumpy this year. Turn 5, he got a little bit on the curb there, but navigates that well. This is where Stoob and Seth Mail went off, but he has not done the same thing. We're going to go on board with here because this looks like a beautiful little lap. Down to 3. That's probably as good line as any you want to take through there. And tricky chicane, very bumpy on exit. Controls it well. This one, you get a little bit of a kick this year through here. And
is so important on that part of the track, especially with the curves like they are in this game.
Absolutely, and it's also easy to get too trapped up in the whole driving fast thing when, as you say, it is much faster than to go slow around there. Navigates the final sector well enough over the line.
Promote them to top 5. No, it said 5. I thought he had. I thought that would have taken to a 15.9 unless I looked at the wrong person's time. That's unfortunate. Still,
I think he was a little bit slower in the final sector, and I think he could probably find extra time, so he can go out on his final run with a bit of purpose. Nico Lack, he was in the Mercedes last year, and he's taken the Williams route for season 4. BGR Echo. We saw him towards subbed in quite a few times and did very, very well. Ollie T, remember him? He's in the pits currently. I'll go back to the others. And that is it for the previous guys.
BGR in the chat has just give us an update, just to make you aware this will be a dry race.
Okay. So potentially no repeats of.
Ooh, Vans had a
bit of a moment there.
Still in it, but yeah, that was just tapped the curb just a little bit too much there, and a bit of wheel spin sent him out. But he was heading back to the pits anyway, I believe. So no harm done there.
Yeah, no, I think he was on his in lap. Tell you what I'm going to do, I just need to quickly turn down the volume because I can't really hear people speak. Now this is going to be one of the things of getting the newer game, purely because you've then got to run through all the settings again. But I think that's going to be a little bit better. Yeah, it is. It's better for me. Hopefully it's better for you guys watching. I do have the comment section up. And great to see loads of you commenting. Well done, guys.
Yeah, it's nice to have a good amount of people in here. Welcome to everyone watching tonight.
I hope if you are in tier 1 or tier 3, you've got your note pen and pad out.
Ooh, single tracks.
Ooh,
Managed to miss the wall. Just a tap on the rear there.
I just caught the back end of that as I was reading through some of the comments. Cobra, yeah, Shadow Cobra did look strong yesterday. We had, of course, one of the practice sessions yesterday, which you can do at any time, whether you're tier 1, 2 or 3, of course, this week. Starting off at the same location, do urge you to do those. Do urge you to stay tuned tonight as well.
Drimo promotes himself to P2, his teammate P4. The Alfa Romeo boys are looking good at the moment. Well done there. As we spoke about before, Stube was in the Alfa Romeo last season alongside Grimo. Grimo's he's shoved back in his seat. So just as he was packing his bags up and ready to go, they said, no, hold on a minute, you're with us again. So it's unfortunate for him, but hopefully he'll be a bit be familiar with the car, so that'll help him this season.
No, good points indeed. Just looking at Smith 96, he was in the Haas last year. Looking to build on a character building season. But he's looked quick as well. I think he was in the practice session yesterday and he did pretty well too. I had a bit of a nightmare. I was up in the podium places and then on one lap I spun 3 times. And of course on this game the rear axles lock up. And then you can give yourself another spin. And the tyre wear, what I really like about... I didn't enjoy it yesterday. But what I really like about this game is that if you do really get into the tyre, then it is literally undrivable.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's. I mean, you got it a little bit on the last game. Certainly towards the end of a stint, if your tyre was really hot, nothing. It's not going to work. But no, yeah, so basically, yeah, if you end up having a spin and you try to correct and you lock the rear axle, it's game over for another lap. So that is going to be a deterrent for those looking to push the limits, as Smith has just done and he's gone into the wall, and that is a straight retirement there for Smith 96. I mean, he's again trying to put positive on that. He is.
Yeah, I've just seen that on the stream. That is a brutal. Wow.
Big accident there, yeah. But like I did earlier, try and put positive on that. He is, he's at least in the top 5, and he's got a lap in.
Very respectable lap time. Very respectable.
Exactly. So it's not all done for Smith 96 just yet. Of course, everyone's going to be going out for their final run. At the moment, we do have. I mean, can we call them rookies? Would it be rude to call them a rookie? I don't know.
I think it's all in good stead. You know, they're new to this league, but of course, that gives them the extra drive that they need to prove to everyone that, you know, they deserve their seat they got here.
No, exactly.
So
yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's currently 0.5 ahead of the next man, which is this man, Shadow Cobra. So this is it, as we've got a McLaren and Ferrari doing their best to keep out of the way. They've done so. Well done, that's exactly what we want. Nice and smooth there through turn 1 for the number 2 Red Bull of Shadow Cobra. A little bit wide there into 2, but corrects for 3 and has lined that one up. Hasn't got on the exit there, as we've seen so many. Will he get on the outside curb? Avoids it. Does well to navigate this corner. I think that was a downshift there coming through. I think that is 6. I get my corners all messed up. I know this one's a chicane though, and this is looking nice and tidy from Shadow Cobra as he looks. I think it was set a 0.5 earlier, but it's now a 0.35 as he looks to close that down. Nice and smooth through there. No kickback on the exit, and Nice and smooth. Your wheels can get locked. That can send you wide, and that curb is absolutely disgusting there on the outside. You want to avoid that. Nice and smooth through this, swooping left-handed. That comes the right. And it's all about being patient, getting on the power now, and he will take that to the line. Where is this going to be for Shadow Cobra? It is. He does improve, but it's still 0.27 off G-Star Snipes, but he might have done enough to secure the second position, first row. Grimo 83 will cut to him now. He is now on his fastest lap, and he's timed this really well. I think he's going to be one of the last ones. I think is that still the debris? It's just a wheel there. Grimo gets all wide though, and qualifying's done. So for those that are on a lap, they need to keep it smooth if they want to improve. We've got a couple in the pits. Nice and tidy there from Grimo. Through the chicane, might have cut the curb slightly. What's happened?
Ghetto Biggie, 5 grid place penalty after collision with Womax. So where is he at the moment? Who did I just say?
Grimo's
Biggie P6.
Grimo's backed out, and G-Star Snipes. I don't think he's improved, but he's still got the fastest time. Grimo has backed out, I believe. He is going to come in. No, he's not. No, so he's going to hang this out. He was going a little bit slowly in the back end of the third sector, and try to control it. Yeah, obviously not going to improve there. So top 4 is G-Star Snipe, Shadow Cobra second. Grimo 83 does secure a top 3 place. Wumax on debut for Ferrari. Oh, he's not debut technically, but excuse me. Oh, he's lost his front wing. That might have been what you were saying there, that collision. Smith 96 has secured a top 5 position, so top 5 finish for qualifying.
I'd like to say a great lap from the Fox River 8 there on the mediums, P13. Maybe not as high as you'd want, but to stick it out on the mediums is very brave. Let's see how we can do in
I think what he was trying to do was get himself into that top 10 and essentially start on what is the more favourable strategy, because these tyres they are basically going to log off after about 8 laps.
That is very true.
And I think we got Vans Racing to come into the pits, and then that will be it for qualifying. This is already in there. Ah, there we go. I had a funny feeling we were going to have like a glitch or something.
I wouldn't put it past the game for that to happen.
Excuse me. Cool, there we are. G-Star Snipes will start on pole for his first race. Fantastic effort. Shadow Cobra will be second. Grimo will round out that top 3. Wumax completes the second row. Smith 96 5th. Ghetto Biggie is 6th, but he will start from 11th. That will promote Tomo 222, Night Shadow, Vans Racing, Single Track, and Sopolopolis, Nikolak into the top 10. Ghetto Biggie will start 11th. Alex ERG is 12th. 13th, the Silver Fox 8. Got that right? There we are, yeah. In the Aston Martin. Emiliano Alpine is 14th. Booth B 15th. 16th will be Stube. In the other Aston Martin, Ollie T 17th. Sebmail 18th. BGR 19th. And I didn't get to the last one.
I think it's Scott P20. He tried on the mediums.
Lovely stuff. I was testing you. No. Right. I'm going to take a very short break, and then I'll be back with you as everything begins in 30 seconds time. I'm just going to get some water.
No problem. Just looking at it now, Ghetto Biggie is in quite a bit of a not a great situation at the moment. He's going to have to use his tyres that he done quali with due to the fact he was in the top 10. So that means he started P11 with a set of softs that have already had a run on them. Therefore, he's going to have to pull something special out of the bag here to make this work. So he's definitely one to keep an eye on in regards to that.
That
so
is a very good point.
Everyone needs to keep an eye on him because, as I say, you have to put out something special, but he definitely has it in his locker.
Yeah, no, we will see what we can do. You saw the tyre graphic go up there. So if you're on the softs, which I believe most of them are. Maybe the ones towards the back.
Got two hard runners, Scott and... Oh, both? No, sorry. I thought they were both in the Aston Martin, then they look so similar, the green and the bluey colours. Scott from Mercedes, P20 on the hards, and the Fox River 8, P13 on the hards. Stu and Boothie maybe had a little tap there with each other on the formation lap, as they both get put straight to the grid.
Did see them with a disqualification, so that of course means they will not get the chance to warm up their tyres.
These hard runners are really going to be trying to get some temps into these tyres. This is not going to be easy, but this really could play in their favour going on the hards.
Well, I think Nico Lack in the Williams, I think he's going to be a bit of a dark horse. He's top 10 on those mediums. So ideal scenario for Nico Lack is to gain a couple of positions at the start, not too aggressive, but start positively, and then just hang it out until these guys pit.
Yeah.
And if he can get the lap time and go a bit quicker, he could actually overcut potentially, because
I think that's all that he's got to do, isn't it?
Really?
Just, you know, he doesn't not necessarily overtake the people in front of him, but as long as he can maintain the pace on that slower compounded tyre with the DRS or whatever DRS train he's in, that will keep him there, as you say, for when they pit, and he will leapfrog all of them and then be on the faster tyre later in the race. So.
Exactly that, because and you know, we were saying at the start, the guys on softs will then go to the hards potentially, and then it'll be even harder for them to close the gap. So yeah, watch out for Nico Lack. Hopefully going to get a good angle as we are about to go for the start. Jack, if you don't mind, just keep an eye at the back or around the middle for any contact. And we need the better camera. Here we go. First 4 lights are on and 5 lights are on, and for season 4, round 1, we're away in Hungary, and they've still got that glitch on the left hand side, but I believe it is G-Star Snipes in the lead comfortably. He's got a Red Bull alongside him. That is Shadow Cobra, and G-Star Snipes keeps the lead into turn 1, and Shadow Cobra just behind. Grimo keeps his position with 3rd.
Ooh.
And we've got someone there off in the back, I believe.
Yep, the Tomo, the Haas driver, was spun around there. I'm not sure what happened, but Scott's had an unbelievable start on these hard tyres.
He absolutely has, and we've got we've got an Alpine there in the wall. That's Boothby. He's in the wall. I don't know what happened there, but someone got into the other, and they have been collected. And that's Vans Racing. Meanwhile, Scott 83 and Ollie T pick up penalties. And we've got a virtual safety car to go with that as well. So our first retirement of season 4 is Boothby. And that was a hard hit, Jack.
That was a side swipe and a half. That was very unfortunate. You know, you're always risking it on those high speed corners, as we saw there, as we saw at Silverstone. Going through those high speed corners, sticking your nose in or going around the outside is always a risk. If it works, then it's worth it, but when it doesn't quite work, well, unfortunately that's the outcome there.
And we're away here on the restart. G-Star Snipes has timed that perfectly. Shadow Cobra has followed suit, but not quite to the same effect. As we were saying, I think Tomo 222, he picked up a drive-through, didn't keep under the delta time. So
and his teammate in the house behind him actually needs to change his wing. He was the one that was collected in that instance, so both the Hasses, unfortunately, so now will be towards the back of the grid.
Yeah, and of course that is going to be a factor this year for all 3 leagues, because said 3, we're all playing the team game this year.
Certainly are.
And G-Star Snipes still leading this one. Shadow Cobra 2nd. There's some timing glitches going on the side, standard, but we'll try and go with it. Shadow Cobra 2nd, Grimo 83 is 3rd, Smith 96. He's 4th, so the Alfa Romeo's locking out that top 4. Single Track 74, that's a brilliant start from Single Track. Martin here's league admin. There we go, we've got the strategies here again. So as I said, yeah, 8 or 9, lap 8 or 9, excuse me. Those tyres will be very much dead rubber. it'd be interesting to see if anyone goes for 2 mediums.
Yes,
I think that'll spice it up.
Medium is it's quite tempting, but it all depends on how confident you are on those hard tyres.
And of course making some overtakes, because I predict most people here will try for the 1 stop. It's not ideal, but it is the quicker strategy. Womax is chasing down Single Track. He is in 6th. Night Shadow just behind that AlphaTauri. And we got the other AlphaTauri of Ghetto Biggie. He's 8th. Fox Silver 8 is the lead. Oh wow! So we're just cutting to him there, and he's I mean, he's going to have to pit, but largely has gotten away with it. Rejoins safely. I don't think he will. I think he's
unscathed.
Well, look at that.
A bit of heat in the tyres. But very
potentially. Well, this is what we were talking about earlier. As soon as you try to correct and it goes wrong, then it goes doubly wrong in a big way. That's exactly what happened to me. But Grimo, as you say, avoided the wall there. But that's promoted Alex into 9th, Emiliano into 10th. Nico Lackas, unfortunately, I think he might have had a moment somewhere, because he's dropped from 10th to 16th.
Oh yes, he had no wing. No front wing at all, so he's going to have to pit as well.
Oh, right. So we've got a few incidents happening. Yeah, his strategy was looking pretty good, pretty optimal. But yeah, no, unfortunately that has gone out the window. Oh, as Night Shadow's gone round as well. And again, he's avoided the wall. That turn 3 is really catching out some of the drivers here tonight.
When your car's that heavy, you know, you kiss the curb, and as soon as you get that tank slap or a little bit of unsettling the car, your car's too heavy, it will just take you out completely, and you will be a passenger at that point. Nothing you can do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, slightly got away from him. Did that corner for Night Shadow. He has now slipped down to 14th, just heading up the grid. We've got a battle on here with Single Track and Womax. Look at that. Womax all over the back. He's got to try and find the optimum line, but he's got to be careful because Get Big is literally just behind him. And this is going to be a brilliant overtake if one or even both can pull it off. Single Track goes defensive, and Womax has gone for the outside at turn 1. Get Biggie nearly goes into the back of Womax, and I think what happened there with Womax? I think they've got into each other. So Womax has hit the wall and got away with front wing damage. I don't know how he's still in that race. And Gary Biggie.
Looks like Womax may have gone into the side. Biggie there, rear wheel. Sorry.
Gary Biggie nearly went into the same wall that his teammate did as well. And I think he's picked up some damage. I'll be very surprised if he hasn't. And so that has given Fox Silver 8 the position, as well as Alex, and look at that, he's falling down all the time, so I think he's really struggling. And Womax down to 9th. And
turn 4 now, unfortunately. A lot going on this race.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's so difficult.
And and it's just made even harder by the curbs and the pronunciated bumps, and as you said there, the fuel weight. I mean, you could kind of sort of drive around it. It was there, but you didn't really feel it. But this game, it really has an effect. Yeah. It is a lot more challenging.
Is that? I'm trying to figure out who's going to pits. Oh, the other Williams has retired, gone into the pits, and it looks like he's retired in the pits. Both Williams out. Not the start they would want constructors battle this season.
Well, where it is going wrong for others, I'll tell you who is looking really strong, and that is literally this top 4. G-Star, Shadow Cobra, Smith 96. And you can add Single Track to there. Stoop has picked up a 3-second time penalty, excuse me. That top 4 showing considerable pace.
Stoop now has 6 seconds of penalties, unfortunately. Got to be careful with that. I mean, if we're looking at it, the Fox River 8 on those hards up in P6, he's in a very good position, and even Scott P10 on those hard tyres could make something special happen here.
Actually, yeah, no. So we were saying earlier how Nico Lack, yeah, as you say, who's unfortunately retired, was the dark horse, is a game of changing fortunes in this sport. And I think the Fox Silver 8 is, it is kind of, the race has come to him a little bit as Single Track chooses now for his first stop. And Alex just behind there in 0.5 of a second.
So it looks to me, Single Track is going for the strategy that we were talking about just a moment ago, the 2-stop, soft, medium, medium.
Right.
As he sticks on the yellow stripes there, coming out of the pits.
Where is he at the moment? So to make this strategy work, he is going to have to do a little bit of a Lewis Hamilton.
He is indeed.
Because those...
28, that's 14 laps on each set of tyres, if we're looking at it ratio-wise, so, you know, his softs only lasted 7, maybe tyre management might need to come into play a little bit here.
And I think I heard someone have a moment in the background there, and then the yellow flag came up. But I think whoever it was, they've got going again. And,
yeah, I believe it was Van Gaming. Unfortunately, excuse me, these Haas boys. They're really struggling at the moment, but there's still to play for. There's still, you know, 27 laps of this Grand Prix to go at the moment. Anything can happen. So let's just hope they're able to keep it at the moment. And G-Star is, I mean, G-Star and Shadow Cobra out front at the moment. Their place is just absolutely blistering.
Well, yeah, they're pulling away from Smith 96. Shadow Cobra's doing his best to keep up, just stay in that second window. I think these guys might be coming in for another stop. So I'm going to stick with the top two for the moment because took a little bit of time to get my word out there, but yeah, we're going to stick for these guys for the moment because I want to see if one of them pits. I want to see if one of them then does what the other doesn't, or if both are going to be coming in. No, so G-Star stays out, as does Shadow Cobra. So another lap for these guys then. Shadow Cobra unfortunately not in that 1 second window, as Smith 96 bins it into lap 8. He might be able to gain a couple of seconds on the Open Cup. And what tyres is he going to go for? He's going to go for the hard, so he's going to do the same as Single Track. And you remember, Single Track was literally just behind Smith 96, wasn't he? So we're going to see where he comes out, and I think he's actually lost quite a bit of time.
Smith overcut him. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so he's wow, it's nearly 5 seconds. So going for the undercut potentially might not work here. So Single Track is going to have to pull back a bit of time and then some. I'll tell you what now would be a good time for.
What do you think that'd be?
Safety car.
Well, anything can happen in this race.
Literally, as we've seen, so we've had quite a few people having a fair few moments. So it could happen at any time, and it's all just nice and smooth up top as top two guys will extend their stint. Get a Biggie will choose now to come in. That means Fox Silver 8 will take third.
I think that was a good idea there from the get-go. I mean, oh, Alex has retired in the pits. How's that work? No, he's on track. He's just binned it in the last corner. His wheels off. That's a safety car.
Dear, no, so I can't see it. So that is the biggest case of commentator's curse. Well, certainly I've ever heard or never done myself.
Would you say that Ghetto Biggie has got lucky, given his half a stop was under safety car, or do you think it would have been good to maybe extend it that one last lap? What I was going to say before that happened was he saw the Fox breathing down his neck, knew he was going to get overtaken, so just decided, I'll pit now, get out of the way. But that might come back to bite him since the safety car has been deployed here.
Potentially, yeah, because now he's going to have to drive to a Delta. Fox Silver A. I mean, hard tyres white. Can he stay out? I think he could still stay out.
I would say so, because I think those hard tyres still has another 10, 15 laps in them still. You know, they can last a good 25 laps here with the fresh softs finishing off the race.
Oh, exactly.
With
He won't have to go to the mediums
as well. Yeah, with this safety car as well, nursing the tyres, this really could help him.
Exactly that. And oh no, so he's chosen to go into the pits, and we were just talking it up on the hard tyre. Well, let's hope. Well, I mean, he's a good 10 seconds ahead. So, and of course, you do go faster in the pit lane.
Yeah.
So,
theoretically, if he puts on fresh mediums, he started on mediums, he could have put on a fresh set of hards there and just gone till the end of the race. But now he's gone for mediums. I'm not sure what he's trying to pull off here. Yeah. Something to keep an eye on for.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Meanwhile, up top, G-Star Snipes keeps that lead. He and Shadow Cobra, that's probably the right thing to do. Just cover that off, and they will go onto the hard tyres. So they're probably going to look to finish the race off. BGR will take third, yet to stop, as does Stu, with a time penalty. Scott, 83 for the back of the grid as well, no less, will take fifth position. Of course, yet to stop. Smith, 96, was in third place. Well, technically he will still be once the guys ahead stop. Silver, Fox is 7th, Ghetto Biggie 8th. I think he got away with that, coming into pit that lap earlier, just as the safety car was called. Emiliano is 9th.
Did. I think he maybe lost one position to the Fox, but Biggie can go to the end now. Fox, unless he kisses his tyres like Checo can, I think he'll have to pit again. So
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, still a lot that can happen in this race. It's just under a third of the way through, and we've already had a VSC, a safety car, and 3 very unfortunate retirements.
Yeah, it's well, not just as action-packed as Sunday, but yeah, full of incidents, full of a few spanners in the works, or the strategy works, and BGR, Stu, Scott, 83 choosing to stay out, so they're going to look to extend this stint. Of course, they'll be slower than the top 2, but that might bring them into play towards the end of the race, Jack.
Yes, it certainly will do. I mean, I think G-Star, Snipes and Shadow Cobra certainly took the right idea of getting on these hards. Obviously they had to pit anyway, and these tyres will last till the end. Maybe a little bit of nursing here and there, but should be a smooth ride. Single track also, Emiliano, all these people that have put on the fresh hards, Vans, you know, even though he's down to 16th now, he's not been lapped, I don't believe. Or it looks like Tomo might have been, but I think Vans got away with it. He's still catching up. Yeah, so Vans hasn't been lapped. It would appear so anyway. So, you know, he's back at 16th now, but when people pit, if he can just keep a solid pace, a nice little rhythm going, I mean, him himself could still be in some good points here, top 5, I'd say so. Yeah, it's so hard to try and predict or call anything at the moment, because there's just so, you can see from what people are doing, everyone has their own strategy in mind, so
it's a lot to keep on top of, but
yeah.
Absolutely loving it. And just looking at the comments, I mean, I don't know if you've got the comments loaded up at the minute. Everyone is getting involved, and we are absolutely enjoying it. up here. Yeah, very good idea to stick it all on one page. Of course, if you are tuning in, do remember to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's just see how far we can take it. Grimo 83, bloody curbs. Yeah, the curbs are something else, right? Yeah, and
certainly not your friend in this game.
no, they are really not. But you know, to be fair, it does what they're designed to do. They are deterrents. And we got 30 in at the moment tuning in. Nice. Well done, guys. Just run you through that top 10. If you are tuned in or just tuning in, it is G-Star Snipes who leads this race. We are under safety car. 13 laps of the race done. Of course, we're doing a 50% for for every single race. Shadow Cobra is second. BGR third. Stube 344 is fourth. And Scott 83, he has come from last place. Yes, 20th place to 5th. Yeah, he does have a time penalty, but tremendous effort all the same. Scott,
great effort,
yeah, fantastic effort. Smith 96 is 6th. Fox River 8 is 7th. Ghetto Biggie is 8th. Emiliano is in that top 10. Grimo, the second AlphaTauri, he is there in 10th. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Rob's just commented. Fox River 8 is the one to look out for at the minute, and I think the Vans boys, the Haas boys are just catching up at the minute. Vans Racing is catching the back of the pack now. Tomo 222, yeah, of course, as you say, it's a lap down. He is in the middle of the pack, so he will have to get out of the way and probably. I think he... Oh, wow, so they need to get into the back of each other. I think they've... Because the safety car is going in right now. So G-Star Snipes, we're going to see his restart game. And I think he has absolutely nailed that one. Look how far he is already. He's opened up nearly a second there through the corner. But he has opened that up. And it's Shadow Cobra who's under pressure there from BGR. You can see at the back. Is BGR going to go for it? Thinks about it. Probably a bit too far back. And he gets out of that one. Stube is 4th. Scott 83 keeps 5th position. Smith 96 is 6th. You can see trying to put pressure there on Scott 83. I think we've had an incident at the back. Emiliano, he's retired from the race. Didn't see that one. Maybe Jack, you can tell us more.
Unfortunately, I didn't catch that one. I was on board with Night Shadow, who was just ahead of him. Looks like Seb. From when I jumped back on board with him, he did run wide at turn 1. I'm not sure whether they collided, but Emiliano looks like, from what I saw, just too much throttle, touching the inside curve going into turn 1 and just spun it into the wall himself. Seb has no damage, so
I think he got away with that.
Assume from that incident at the moment, yeah.
And I tell you who that has worked out for. It's Vans Racing. So he had some unfortunate incident. I think he was one of the ones that spun, kept out the wall though, had to pit, and was looking at going a lap down. But you know, now he's passed Seb in 15th. So, and Stube 344 has had a moment there somewhere. He's dropping down the field. He is 14th now. So something has happened there. Just trying to stay with this top 3. Yeah, he's kept out of the wall. So anything can happen in this one. And like Vans, who's now up to 13th, it could all turn around for him. Yeah, he's had to pit though. Scott 83 is up to 4th. Obviously we've got Tomo 222, I believe that is, trying to lap himself, get back up the order. Someone else has gone round. I think Smith 96 has gone round. And he has dropped out of that top 10, and as we just saw, a brilliant move there from Fox River 8, swooping around the outside of Scott. I mean, much fresher tyres than the softer tyre, but still a fantastic move. All the same, he is up to 4th, so Rob's prediction that he could be one to watch out for is starting to come true a little bit. Meanwhile, Shadow Cobra has worked his way back into within a second of G-Star Snipes, and maybe G-Star's had a moment, or Shadow Cobra has really gone round that gear, corner in fourth. Don't know if that is like a thing to do, but he is all over the back of G-Star as these two going to battle for the lead. BGR 15 laps on those mediums is probably not in this race at this point in time between these two. He's going to want to try and stay as close to these guys as possible. And look at that, 0.35 seconds, and he's all over the back, look. Nice and smooth through there.
Has just got to be very careful of the dirty air through that section, but he handled that very well. Very nicely done.
You can again, in the same way as we were talking about earlier with the physics of the game, the fact that you can really feel that terminal air is quite something, but he's doing well because he's within that 1 second window. Of course, DRS is on now, so he can pop that rear wing. It's open now. No, it's not.
Interesting, I was thinking that.
He didn't use it. Well, I mean, whatever the case, and same thing again.
It's either he's not using it, or we're getting a visual glitch here. I'm not sure what's going on.
Potentially, but Shadow Cobra over the back, and it's a proper little battle because the one who is better to be the hunter than the hunted. But for the moment, G-Star Snipes doing very well, and look at that, still confident on those curbs on entry, and he's doing very well to soak up the pressure that Shadow Cobra is applying to him, and it's a lot. Oh, I think G-Star has gone into the wall, and saw that out the back, and wow.
Oh, Ghetto Biggie's spun it. Oh, his wing's gone as well. Just at the exit.
And I saw that there. He's gone in really deep there without the front wing. G-Star, I think, has got away with it to an extent. Of course, he's lost the lead. Yeah. Shadow Cobra is now with the lead. Let's see if he pits. No, he doesn't. So whether he's got a small bit of damage and he's just trying to manage it. As
up the inside, lovely move, P2.
Oh, brilliant!
Good racing from him.
Just very missed nice that, but BTR's coming back.
He is. That's very unfortunate. There, as we were talking about the dirty air. What is that, Stube? Is that a safety car? VSC.
We've got a virtual safety car.
Sector 3.
Oh well, so
looks like he just spun it.
It's all going off if you're just joining us. Wow. Pole and race leader G-Star Snipes has just spun out of the lead. Shadow Cobra now leads this race. We're under virtual safety car. Scott 80. Was it Scott or Stube? Excuse me. I think it was Stube.
Stube, yes.
Stube, yeah. Stube has gone round, and he's in the pits as well. We've had 4 retirements. Emiliano, as I said, very unfortunate retirement. He's gonna. Excuse me, as I said earlier, and I got mixed up with the Alpine teammates there. Alex ERG, he spun into the wall earlier as well. No, I think he retired from the pits. Nico Lack,
he retired in the pits, I believe.
Yeah, and Boothby, unfortunately, on that opening lap. Shadow Cobra gets us back to racing speed.
Looks like Steve's going to get lapped here, unfortunately, in a moment.
Yeah,
just as we were speaking about it lap before, the dirty air being really difficult through the twisty section of Sector 2. That's exactly what Ghetto Biggie fell victim to there as he exits, going down the small straight into Sector 3, just exiting the S's. The dirty air just got to him and it spun him into the wall. It's very brutal in this game. No prisoners.
That is exactly how we like it. Go Biggie might disagree. And I think means you would say as well, you see an Alpine in front of you as well, and you've only got a split second to sort of react and catch it too. So it was all kicking off at this part of the track here. We're watching Shadow Cobra. He's now got a 2.5 second lead. That is closing all the time because Fox River 8 on those medium tyres. Of course, he's got the hards out of the way in that first stint, got onto the mediums at that safety car period, and he is now closing in on Shadow Cobra.
Is it? Or I thought maybe his Aston Martin teammate dropped back slightly there to give him DRS, but that wasn't the case. That had been very nice teamwork, very tactical, but unfortunately just not the case this time round.
Well, that might come into play, so maybe the Aston Martin teammates could help each other here a little bit. Of course, Stoop would be risking more penalties, but that would be a good example of the team game. I'm sure he's not going to want to do that. I'm sure he's going to want to get back up to where he should have been earlier. Yeah. But that is an option, as we've got a little battle going on here with Scott and Grimo. Grimo has, I think, lost out to Scott, or he was putting him under pressure. But either way, those two are battling. Grimo just dropping back ever so slightly. Scott 83 making those hard tyres work extremely well, because as you say, he can literally just get on the softs and really do some damage in the closing stages. Just seeing Grimo on board chasing him down now.
Oh, not sure what that yellow flag's for. Land is now in a points position.
Look at that, and
what a move from Wumax.
Wumax was just scouting that one out. Grimo nearly went into the back of Scott, and he's decided to come into the pits. But yeah, Grimo very nearly got into the back of Scott 83 and had to bail out of it. And Wumax came from a long way back, stuck up the inside, took that position. Grimo 83 in the pits currently.
Possibly a new set of mediums for his last stint. I think he's on the soft medium. So I've got 14 left to get the most out of these tyres.
Just on board with Night Shadow at the moment, putting single track under a little bit of pressure. All just settled down a little bit. G-Star is in 8th position at the minute, so he's he could still recover to a respectable position, but yeah, unfortunate incident there for G-Star. Just having a look and see who is the closest battle at the minute. Wumax has come in. Scott 83 still staying out. A single track. Night Shadow, and look at that. Oh, G-Star going for a move, I think, around the outside. He's been very good move if he can pull that one off. And I think Night Shadow squeezing a little bit on the exit. Of course, as you're entitled to do, he's got the DRS again. He can't quite get close enough into 2.
Good attempt there, but also got to give it to Night Shadow. Very good defending.
And that is a trick. Well, that is the thing, basically. Until you sort of get to the end of the lap, you can't really overtake. And you kind of just got to wait it out and be patient. Been a good race so far. Hope tier 2 and tier 3 can replicate this. Alex, this is tier 2. Yeah, of course, we have tier 1 coming up later. It's more or less going to be straight after this, and that'll be where my co-commentator Jack will be racing. Yeah, Mason. Oh, yeah. They will be coming up later, and then we'll have the Wednesday night at 7:30, where yours truly will probably get in his butt whooped, as they say. So that'll be interesting as well. And yeah, of course, look to put on the same great show that these guys have done at the minute. Look at that, Vans Racing. So he really had a stinker of an opening stint. It kind of all went wrong. He spun. We got virtual safety car out at the minute. I think that's only T. Vans Racing is now back up into 7th position. So you know, as good as far as recovery drive goes, this has probably been the best of the evening here so far tonight.
Yeah, Vans is he's had a very good recovery race. You know, as you say, the position that he was put into at the beginning, very unfortunate, but I think he's made a recovery so far. You know, P6 now, anyone would be proud of how he's recovered. He's done very well.
He's still got 10 laps of the race to go. Yes. We cut to BGR there because under that virtual safety car, he had a spin of it, yeah. I do think he's had a spin, and he's actually dropped to 7th.
Turn 5, I think he may have touched the curb of death on the inside, and it sent him wide a little bit as he tried to recover his car, if I saw it right.
And that is another position for Vans Racing. And look at that, Fox Silver 8 has got a good gap. He's on the fresher tyres versus G-Star Snipes. So, and how far is he behind the leader in terms of
16.5, I think. I can guess. Ooh, at the inside of turn 4, G-Star cuts the curb a little bit. Gets the move done. Wow.
Brave there.
Very brave. What a move.
There we go. Fox Silver 8. Fox River 8. That river is really messing with me. Fox River 8. He is 18 seconds from the leader. So he's got 18 seconds to close on Shadow Cobra. As the mediums go off, it could potentially be on. So again, we could wait and see. He's got fastest lap at the minute. That is getting a biggie with a 1:18.6. And G-Star is coming under pressure from Night Shadow, who's worked his way back into contention somewhat, followed by the man we were talking about earlier.
Box, unfortunately. It's a 14 lap old medium, so if you really wanted to, maybe box at the end of this lap, put on a fresh set of softs and see where they can take him while everyone else maybe in the mediums. Looks like people are pitting for mediums, so we know that softs start to die at lap 9, but you've got to remember that's going to be out lap, hot lap and in lap, so brand new set of soft 10 laps isn't too much to ask for, and you will get some blistering pace out of them as well.
Ooh, and we've got Stu 344. He's without a front wing, and these guys are going to come up on him very quickly. I know it's ghosted, but of course it still offers a distraction. He gets out of the way.
Nicely there. Steve's had a very unfortunate race today. It's not nice to see.
It's not gone well, unfortunately, for him. It's going fairly okay for Fox River 8, who nearly gets into the pack of Night Shadow. Oh, very close there. He had to back out. That's when he goes for it. That's not usually a place you pass, but he's taken the opportunity. I'm glad we caught that. You literally saw how quickly, sharply he had to brake. But look at this. Night Shadow's all over the back of him, and that's another move he's going for there. Fox River 8. He sticks it down the side of XG side.
No prisoners. Beautiful work.
2 moves in 2 corners there. Defends beautifully. Oh, he's gone into the back there of single track. I don't think he anticipated he had to defend, and he was trying to keep that position. Oh, they get into each other again, and that is allowing Night Shadow up the inside, and he gets it. G-Star backs out. That's the brave thing to do. And why is it going down there? There we are. And Fox River 8 has worked his way up from 5th position to 3rd within a number of corners. Night Shadow has taken the opportunity to get past G-Star Snipes as well, and Fox River 8 looking to take 2nd place from single track. He's not going to do it here, or is he? Get a biggie with another fastest lap. That was very, very close racing, and I'd probably say that as
he's unfortunately obviously retired, but he's cheering on his McLaren teammate who's currently fighting for P2 with the Fox. Night Shadow isn't too much of a tearing.
Oh, look at this there. Look, Fox River 8, get on the inside. Oh, single track defended at the last minute. Fox River 8 came across. There was a bit of a tap. He wants to be careful there of that front wing. He's going for the outside. You got to
G-Star spun.
Oh, he's gone round, but luckily that was behind this lot. So, and single track has gone round 2. Single track has exited turn 3, and well, I mean, he was probably going to pit very soon anyway. So, may as well have the accident now, but he is going to lose so much time and so much downforce. Vans Racing, look at that. He will take 4th. Smith 96 just behind, looking to get in on the action. Oh. And does so. Whoa!
What a move.
And
wow!
Just he came across, the move was done.
Blimey.
Single track, hopped over that chicane, losing time. G-Star gets past him again, got away from him again. So that's G-Star's second spin here this evening. And do well to get some points. Single track going very wide there. Obviously with all the understeer. Shadow Knights, we're looking at now his 3rd. Fox, he's got a clear track. He's got 17 seconds to do. Might be a bit too much, but he does have a clear track. Shadow Cobra all the way in the lead by 17 seconds. Can take these tyres to the finish.
Just having a look at it, Night Shadow, he has a bit of a gap behind him that he can nurse now and just control it. I wonder if he's got I think it's a bit too late to box now onto softs to get the best out of them, so I think he's just trying to take his tyres to the end. They must be screaming. 17 laps on the medium tyres, which will take him up to about 24 laps come the end of the race.
Yeah, that's quite a stretch, even even for hard tyres. That's a stretch. So he's definitely feeling it right now. Yeah, I mean, if you go to box, now is the time to do it. Yeah, look, because he's got 6 laps. 7. 6. I'm terrible at maths. And he does so. I think he was hesitating there. I think he's like, oh, do I not? But he has done so. And yeah, this will be a stop. This is going to be soft tyres. And I think, no, it's Gedda Biggie who's got the fastest lap at the minute. So I think we're going to be on for a fastest lap battle between the teammates. And of course, teammates for the first time. Definitely want to get the upper hand first time round.
P9 lost quite a few positions there.
He's going to be on those much softer tyres, and I tell you what, Scott 83 is filtered out with all of that to 8th. Ooh, nearly got into the back of Seb Mail, who's also one of the starters at the back. But yeah, good race from Scott. He's on for some points from 20th. Fox River 8's closed that gap down to 60 seconds. Oh, we were just saying Scott 83 was going to get some points, and we saw that on the exit. Oh wow, on the exit of turn 5, got on that curb, and that spat him out onto the inside wall of the following straight, and that is a straight retirement. And yeah, as you say, a safety car. So look at that. If you are Shadow Cobra and you are 20, no, he stayed out. Shadow Cobra stayed out.
Wow, Night Shadow will not be wanting to see us. Look at that, the Fox.
And the Fox has gone to soft tyres. Smith 96 is coming in as well, as is G-Star. Rumax has stayed out. Fox River 8's getting a free stop. He's going onto the soft tyres. He's going to have the gap of 35 seconds completely negated. And Shadow Cobra is driving to a delta, and he's stayed out. That
Night Shadow back up to P4 because of people pitting, knowing they have to have the fresh rubber to compete with his restart.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's a no-brainer to get onto the soft. I think Shadow Cobra is potentially going to be kicking himself because unless I'll tell you what, actually he might have missed the pit lane.
Gap.
He still has a massive gap.
I think he did, but
and he might have missed it rather than staying out. I think, yeah, yes. I think he was.
I think
that's
it would have
bad.
Been missed.
Yeah, that's bad timing. I don't know. Can Fox River 8 get up? Well, either way,
30.
It's still a 35-second gap that you don't have.
Yeah.
Exactly that. With 5 laps to go. So you wanted a great opener, guys. You got it.
Wow.
Shadow Cobra will get the. He's gone for mediums. I'm going to put myself out there and say with 4 laps left, that's probably not the ideal thing to do. But the soft tyres do run out quick. So,
just having a think back to qualifying, how many sets of soft did he use there? Maybe he didn't have a fresh set and didn't want to risk it, but I mean, you know, you've only got 4 laps, 1 or 2 under safety car, as he almost hits the safety car.
He nearly goes into him, yeah. Don't want to do that. That is certainly not how we want this battle to end. Because, of course, I mean, look, let's just... whatever happens, let's just give a hand to Fox River 8, who's absolutely shown up on MRC debut. He, I mean, position-wise, you know, I think it was around mid-table.
P13, I believe he was. He was the highest medium runner. But we did say, obviously, being out the top 10 wouldn't really give him much of an advantage being on the tyre compound. But he certainly...
and made the right decision going on the hards. I mean, obviously this is all with the benefit of hindsight, but he's made the right decision going onto the hard tyres, and then used the safety car to get on the mediums. Pits literally under the next safety car, and has now negated what, the 17-something second delta that Shadow Cobra had. So it's absolutely falling into. I mean, you've got to put yourself there to pick it up when it matters, but it's absolutely fallen into sequence for Fox River 8.
Looking at this, we have a few people that have gained a lot. You know, Fox River 8 11, Ollie T and Seb Mao both gaining 9 positions in the race. BGR gaining 8 from 19th up to 11th. Maybe he can get the points. Unfortunately, Grimo has dropped 11 places in this race after unfortunate.
I think it was a spin. You've got one of the
on the pits. Yeah, for American Grimo, very, very unfortunate there. He had a great start, was running in podium position till he was a victim to it.
Van's racing was 70s, now 8, so I don't know if something happened there. But I mean, on the medium tyres as well, but he's done well to come through from the back and a spin himself. Ollie T up to 7th, Van's 8th, Seb Mail, again he's one of the ones from the back, he's 9th. Single Track has recovered within all that for 10th after, you know, having an accident himself. And it's lit. Well, yeah, look at the time. I'd imagine safety car comes in this lap, but then we're on for a 3-lap sprint.
I think we are going to have a 3-lap shootout here. Soft versus the mediums.
So fuel saving shouldn't be an issue. So it is going to be an absolute. I mean, you've got to charge your battery, but it is going to be
a DRS. We must remember as well.
Yeah, I mean, last lap. If it comes in this lap, you might get the last lap of DRS. But either way, it is going to be all skill, all speed, determination. Got to want it.
Is it in this lap? We'll find out now.
Waiting for that
still on.
Notification to come through, pop up.
He's crossed into sector 3. The lights are still on.
Yeah, so I'd imagine
let's see if it's a late one. Is it a late call, or is it genuinely going to go for one more lap?
Oh yeah, same thing we've got. Safety. Oh, it is a late call. Here we go. So...
And it's gone round on track.
Oh.
I'm not sure what's going on here then for the safety car. It still says on the safety car.
The safety car lights are out.
I'm not sure what is going on at the moment.
Just wait. Right, yeah. So everyone, if you're tuned in and listening, if you're driving and listening, hold formation. We are not going yet. Just hold position. Wait for it to go in. I think it might have been because it did such a late call. I think some people. Yeah. So everyone hold position. That way you won't get penalties.
Yeah, there's a lot of penalties here that might have to be
redacted, yeah. But that is because the safety car said it was going in, didn't go in. So everyone just hold your position and treat this lap as the lap that the safety car comes in.
Tempting.
If it doesn't come in, I don't know.
I'm not. If the race ends this way.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly that. I really hope it comes in this lap. Everyone's just like watching, waiting. It's so tense. I can't. If you're driving, you're just itching for this to get underway. We want it to get underway. By the time everyone gets round, it'll be a 2-lap sprint, hopefully, and we will find out who out of Shadow Cobra, Fox, River 8 will win this Grand Prix, this opening Grand Prix, round 1, season 4 here at Hungary. Please, safety car go in. We've had enough. Okay, right, we're just gonna wait and see. Final penultimate turn. Please go in. It's going in. Right, there we go. So that was just a stupid glitch.
Hope you got temps in your tyres.
Roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. I think Shadow Cobra, he's trying to get away, but I think Fox has got it spot on, and he's right behind him. And if he wants to go for the move, now is the time. No, he's going to hold off for another lap. We'll try and get him somewhere else. A little bit further behind, we've got Rumex. He's under pressure from Night Shadow. Night Shadow's got up around the outside, but Rumex is going to come back on the inside, which will then become the outside for turn 2. And I think he's actually managed to do it. Yes, he has. And Fox River 8's got time penalty. No. 3-second time penalty for Fox River 8, so he's going to need to get past and then pull some time out, and they're getting very close together, and they've gone round Fox River 8. He's gone to the side and he's reset, so I think that's going to be a penalty later in the stewards, and because of that everyone's then concertinaed up, and Night Shadow's got second, G-Star's back up to third, Bumax slips down to fourth. I mean, he's got such old tyres. He'd do well to hang on. Smith 96 down there in 5th, and Ollie T single track up to 7th. Fox River 8 slipping down to 8th, but not all that. Wow. But look at that, Night Shadow is on the back of Shadow Cobra, so I'm quite confident in saying it's going to be a Red Bull win. We'll find out on this last lap which Red Bull it's going to be. Come on, Red Bull, let's go. Shadow Cobra didn't cover off the inside, but Night Shadow didn't go for it. Night Shadow, he's gone. And he's just about saved that one, but that might promote G-Star back up. He's very nearly gone into the back. G-Star up to second, so that has kind of all wells. That ends well. It's not a win, but back up to second. Someone else has gone round. I think that's Rumax. Rumax is dropping down the order. Night Shadow down to third now. Smith 96 still fourth, up to fourth. Ollie T just holding off single track, who's looking to come back, and G-Star is not really closing down that gap.
Goes for the dive bomb into turn 5. That's such a... I think the desperation just got to him after the safety car.
Potentially, Smith 96 has put a fantastic move there. Up around, very sorry to interrupt, but look at this, the last lap is for the podium. Night Shadow's coming back down the inside, they touch a few times. Smith 96 has taken that on the road. Night Shadow's picked up a penalty. That is unfortunate, depending on how many Smith 96 has got. Night Shadow could have just taken that one back. So either way,
Shadow could get P2.
And look at that, Shadow Cobra's taken the win. G-Star has taken second.
No,
there we go. So Night Shadow. Night Shadow. Van's Racing gone to third after all those penalties. Look at that.
Bravo.
Night Shadow
Bravo.
4th, Seb Mail 5th, Single Track 6th, Get a Biggie dropping back to 7th after all that. Wimax 8th, and Fox River Shadow I think didn't finish in that top 10. So yeah, frantic, absolutely fantastic
give
finish.
Yourself a pat on the back. Fantastic recovery. Wow.
Seb
Awesome.
Mail up there as well.
Job.
Good recovery too from him. Absolutely dramatic opening round here, tier 2. Oh, you guys are loving it. We've got tier 1 coming up later. But look at that, Ollie.
That's an interesting podium, isn't it?
Shadow Cobra takes that win. Ollie popped up in the corner because he raced last year. I was like, oh, Ollie. No, Shadow Cobra takes that win. G-Star Snipes, excellent recovery again from him. It's not a race win as he was leading the opening stages, but comes back for second fans racing. Spun at the start, came back through, and he will round out that top 3. So top 3, look at that. Wow, all those time penalties. Top 3, you just had them. Here's Shadow Cobra who's just won. G-Star Snipes
Look
second,
how
fans
close
racing
that
third.
is between P3 and P5. Just a second, innit? Obviously there was a safety car, so it did tighten up the pack, but wow. What a race.
Fantastic race. Night Shadow 4th, 7 Mail 5th, Single Track 74 will finish 6th. Get a Biggie 7th, Wimax 8th, BGR 9th, Fox River 8 does finish top 10 in the end. Debut point nonetheless. Smith 96 11th, Ollie T is 12th, Tomo 222 13th, Stube is 14th, Grimo 15th, Scott is 16th, 17th is Emiliano, Alex 18th, Nico Lack 19th, and Jay Boothby our first retirement this evening. Excellent race. You can catch the next one coming up very, very shortly. Obviously, subscribe. You'll get that notification from me here and Jack here tonight. We'll see you very, very shortly. Thank you.
Ciao.